That was August by Clinic off of their 2004 album Winchester Cathedral. I used to be really into Clinic. I didn't listen to this album too much, but I listened to the one before this, Walking with Thee, and the one after this, Visitations, quite a bit. They're a pretty great brand. They're a pretty great band. I got into them when I was just reading an interview with Tom York back in like 2002 or something, and he claimed it was his favorite band. I think it might have been 2003. It was after Hail to the Thief came out. Anyway, we're listening to that today because we have a song from the Magnetic Fields from 2004 up in competition today. Hi, my name is Bean, and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 70 of the Magnetic Fields tournament, and that is match 64 in round 2. So this is our last match in round 2. It was a long one. It's 64 matches long. We're finally on to round 3 after this, which is still pretty long at 32 matches long. If you're new here and you're wondering what the Magnetic Fields tournament is, let me explain. This is actually the Magnetic Fields Part 2 tournament. It was a bit of a slip of the tongue earlier, but this is Part 2. We've already covered all of the Magnetic Fields 90s stuff, so for this tournament, we took every single song that the Magnetic Fields released between the years 2000 and 2024, and we threw those into a single elimination style tournament. Now those songs are doing battle and head-to-head competition until one remains in the end, and that's the very best song that the Magnetic Fields released in that time period. And you know I'm going to match up the winner of the 90s versus the winner of this tournament and determine the ultimate winner of the Magnetic Fields. So far, anyway. Both of our songs got buys to the last round. We're going to be starting off with 14, Wish I Had Pictures, which was released on 50 Song Memoir in 2017. 14, of course, being short for 2014, as each song on this album represents a year in singer Stephen Merritt's life. Singer, multi-instrumentalist, he does it all. This is track 49 on that album, so he was 49 when this song is based. Not exactly when it was written, although he might have written it when he was 49. It's more when it was based. Its competition today is I Don't Really Love You Anymore, released on in 2004. There is a note on Genius.com here. It's not completely properly written, which bothers me. It doesn't start with a capitalized letter, but let's read that. The song is about a man who is deeply in love with his ex-girlfriend, who's found a new lover. He explains how he would give his right arm to keep her from danger, who remembers every dress she wore and how her eyes enthralls him. Huh. You don't think of somebody like that unless you're in love. He tries to hide it by telling himself and the lady that he doesn't love her anymore. Kind of some bad grammar there, but you get the gist of it. Let's go ahead and get into these songs. I haven't listened to either of them before in my life. And these are the last 2 Magnetic Field songs that have been released so far that I haven't heard. So after I hear these 2, I've officially heard every single track that the Magnetic Fields has released so far. Here's 14, I Wish I Had Pictures.
I wish I had pictures of every old day, 'cause all these old memories are fading away. There used to be pictures, but they faded too, or got lost in the hubbub, or I'd show them to you. Of all my old lovers, folks I used to know, and those I still care for, who died long ago. The glamorous cities, each cute little town, the trees turning purple and yellow and brown. If I were an artist with charcoal and pad, I'd make my own pictures of each day I've had. If I were a poet, I'd know the right word. I'd make it all laughter with just a wisecrack or some little gesture. I'd bring it all back. But I'm just a singer. It's only a song. The things I remember are probably wrong. I wish I had pictures of every old day, 'cause all these old memories are fading away. All these old memories are fading away. All these old memories are fading away. All these old memories are
Well, that was really good. That was essentially a song kind of about the temporary nature of the present, and how he wishes that he had pictures of every single passing moment so he could just remember it because his actual memories are starting to fade. Which at 49 years old, you certainly have a hard time remembering when you were seven, except any like really specific events, you know. That's a really good song. I like how it opens up in the third verse and then cools back down in the fourth. Nothing too fancy, just a really good song with really good lyrics. Let's check out I Don't Really Love You Anymore.
true. I'd give my right arm to keep you safe from, and true, for you I'd move to Ecuador, and I'd keep a little farm, chop wood to keep you warm, but I don't really love you anymore. I don't have to love you now if I don't wish to. I won't see you anyhow if that's an issue, because I am a gentleman. Think of me as just your fan, who remembers every dress you ever wore. Just a bad comedian. Your new boyfriend's better than, 'cause I don't really love you anymore. There'll be some day when your eyes do not enthrall me. I'll be numb, I realize you'll never call me. 'Cause I've read your horoscope, and now I've given up all hope. So I don't really love you anymore. 'Cause I've read your horoscope, and now I've given up all hope. So I don't really love you anymore.
That was really fun, just kind of like a more bouncy indie pop song. Definitely sounds like it's from 2004. Straightforward pop, very catchy stuff. But I think I appreciated 14 I Wish I Had Pictures a bit more. Maybe if I was, in the year 2004, and heard these two songs, I would definitely choose the one from 2004. But as a 40-year-old, I wish I had pictures. Like this video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share with anyone you know who might be into this kind of content, and let me know down in the comments which of these two songs you would have chosen if it were you on the hot seat today. That's all the Magnetic Fields Part 2 tournament action we've got going for the day, but please join me in just a little bit when we start our semifinal round of the Smiths tournament. Only 2 matches there, today and tomorrow. There's only 3 days left in the Smiths tournament. Until then, I hope you all have a great night, fantastic afternoon, and wonderful morning. Thanks for watching.